What's up, everyone? Welcome to my wildest challenge yet, surviving and thriving in Sri Lanka on just $50. We're talking epic food, jaw-dropping views, and unforgettable experiences, all on a shoestring. I'll track every cent so you see exactly how far $50 can take you here. This isn't just about saving money. It's about proving you can have an epic adventure without breaking the bank. Ready for street food, train rides, safaris, and more? Let's dive in. The clock's ticking, the budget's tight, and the adventure starts now. Let's go. First mission: eat. When you land in a new country, there's no better way to dive into the culture than by tasting the local street food. The energy, the aromas, the sizzling sounds, everything pulls you in and makes you hungry for adventure. Sri Lankan street food is legendary and cheap, perfect for our budget. The streets are alive with vendors calling out, the clatter of pans, and the irresistible smell of spices wafting through the air. It's a feast for the senses before you even take a bite. I found a busy cart serving kotu roti, chopped flatbread, veggies, egg, and spices, all stir-fried together. The chef's knives move at lightning speed, creating a rhythmic clatter that's almost musical. Watching the ingredients come together is half the fun. A massive portion of chicken kotu costs less than $2. First bite. Absolute flavor explosion. The bread is soft but crispy at the edges, the spices are bold, and the chicken is juicy. It's comfort food, street style, and it fills you up fast. This is how you eat like royalty on a budget. The portions are generous, and every plate is made with care. You can see the pride in the vendors' faces as they serve up their specialties. Next, I grabbed a bag of assorted wade, crispy, spicy lentil and shrimp fritters, for just 50 cents. Each bite is crunchy, with a kick of chili and the earthiness of lentils. These are the perfect snack to munch on as you wander the market. Street snacks here are unbeatable for value and taste. You can fill up on a handful of coins and every snack is packed with flavor. It's no wonder locals and travelers alike flock to these stalls. To cool off, I got a huge glass of fresh passion fruit juice for about $1. Pure refreshment. The juice is tangy, sweet, and ice cold. The perfect antidote to the tropical heat. It's made right in front of you, so you know it's as fresh as it gets. So far, we've had a feast, snacks, and juice for under $4. It's amazing how far your money goes here. You can try so many different dishes without worrying about your wallet. I also tried a hopper, a bowl-shaped pancake with an egg in the middle, served with spicy sambal. Cost, mere cents. The edges are crispy, the center is soft, and the sambal adds a fiery kick. It's a breakfast favorite, but honestly, I could eat these any time of day. The flavors are unreal, and the prices are even better. Every bite tells a story of tradition, family recipes, and local pride. You can taste the history in every mouthful. This is budget travel at its best, eating where the locals eat. You get to experience the real Sri Lanka, far from the tourist traps, surrounded by friendly faces and the buzz of daily life. We're stuffed, satisfied, and our budget is barely touched. It's incredible how much you can experience for just a few dollars. I still have most of my money left for more adventures. You don't need fancy restaurants for an authentic food adventure. The real magic happens on the street, where recipes are passed down through generations and every meal is made with love. The real heart of Sri Lankan cuisine is right here on the street. Every stall has its own specialty, and every vendor has a story to tell. It's a celebration of flavor, culture, and community. With full stomachs and a healthy budget, it's time for our next adventure. If you want to experience the soul of a place, start with its street food. You'll never be disappointed. Next up, the iconic train ride from Kandy to Ella, a journey that's become legendary among travelers and backpackers alike. This isn't just a way to get from point A to point B. It's an adventure that's on almost every traveler's bucket list. It's often called the world's most beautiful journey, and as soon as the train pulls out of the station, you understand why. The landscape transforms into a living painting, with rolling hills, misty mountains, and endless green stretching as far as the eye can see. And the best part? A third-class ticket costs just $1.50. For that tiny price, you get 7 hours of pure, uninterrupted scenery, an experience that feels priceless. The ticket itself is a simple piece of paper, but it's your pass to one of the world's most unforgettable adventures. The train is packed with locals and travelers from all over the world, windows wide open to let in the fresh mountain air. There's a buzz of excitement, laughter, and chatter in every carriage. The energy is electric, and you can feel the anticipation as everyone settles in for the ride. As we leave the city behind, the scenery becomes even more spectacular. Endless green tea plantations roll by, their perfectly manicured rows stretching across the hillsides. The sight is absolutely breathtaking, and it's impossible not to be glued to the window. Hanging out the door, with the wind in my face and the world rushing by, it feels like flying through a postcard. The sense of freedom is incredible. There's nothing between you and the landscape but the open air. Along the way, vendors weave through the carriages, selling snacks like spicy peanuts and pineapple sprinkled with chili. For less than $1, you can taste the flavors of Sri Lanka right from your seat, making the journey even more memorable. The highlight of the trip is crossing the famous Nine-Arch Bridge. As the train slows down, everyone rushes to the windows and doors, cameras ready, eager to capture the iconic view. The bridge curves gracefully through the jungle, and for a moment, it feels like you're part of a movie scene. This ride is so much more than just transportation. It's entertainment, a cultural experience, and a chance to connect with people from all walks of life. You'll share stories, swap travel tips, and maybe even make a new friend or two along the way. After 7 hours of jaw-dropping scenery, laughter, and unforgettable moments, we finally arrive in Ella. Stepping off the train, I'm left speechless by the beauty of the mountains and the sense of accomplishment from completing this epic journey. Honestly, this is the best $1.50 I've ever spent. It's a memory I'll treasure forever, and proof that you don't need to spend a fortune to have a world-class adventure. Our budget is thriving, our spirits are high, and the adventure is just getting started. If this is only the beginning, I can't wait to see what's next. In the heart of Ella, Sri Lanka, I set out on a challenge to see just how much I could buy at the bustling local market with only $10 in my pocket. The market is a sensory overload. Everywhere you look, there's something new to discover, and the energy is contagious. The place is alive with color, spices, and crafts. Stalls overflow with vibrant fabrics. The air is thick with the scent of cinnamon and cardamom, and everywhere, artisans display their handmade treasures. My first stop was the spice vendor. For just a couple of bucks, I picked up custom spice blends, freshly ground and bursting with flavor. These are nothing like the pre-packaged jars back home. Each blend is unique, mixed right in front of you, and the vendor even shared a few cooking tips. Next, I wandered over to a stall filled with hand-carved wooden masks. After some friendly bargaining and a few laughs with the artisan, I scored a beautifully detailed mask for just $3, a true piece of local art with a story behind it. Then, I couldn't resist the display of cotton sarongs. For $4, I grabbed a vibrant, lightweight sarong, perfect for the beach or just lounging around. It's practical, beautiful, and a reminder of Sri Lankan craftsmanship. Of course, I had to try some local snacks. I found kokis, those crispy, flower-shaped cookies for less than $1. They're light, crunchy, and absolutely addictive. A taste of Sri Lankan tradition in every bite. And what's a trip to Sri Lanka without tea? For just $2, I picked up a big bag of premium Ceylon tea leaves, straight from the source. The aroma alone is worth the price. So, for just over $10, I walked away with a bag full of spices, a hand-carved mask, a colorful sarong, delicious snacks, and fresh tea. These are real souvenirs. Each one tells a story and supports local artisans, not just mass-produced tourist trinkets. This market isn't just a place to shop. It's a window into the daily life, creativity, and warmth of the Sri Lankan people. Every purchase connects you to the community and its traditions. You don't need a big budget to collect meaningful memories. Sometimes the best experiences and the best treasures come from exploring local markets and connecting with the people who make them special. Time to relax in Unawatuna, one of Sri Lanka's most stunning beaches. Here's the hack: buy a drink and you get a sunbed for free all day. I grabbed a fresh coconut for $1. Perfect base camp. Swimming in the Indian Ocean? Free and priceless. Rented snorkel gear for $2. Spotted colorful fish and even a turtle just off the shore. Beach vendors sell fresh mango with salt and chili for under $1. Ultimate snack. The day is pure bliss. Sun, sea, snacks, and a world-class sunset. Total cost? About $4 for a perfect beach day. Sometimes the best experiences are the simplest and cheapest. No trip to Sri Lanka is complete without exploring its ancient temples. We found a beautiful local temple with free entry. Just follow the dress code and show respect. Inside, the air is thick with incense, and locals make offerings of flowers and light lamps. We quietly observed, soaking in the peaceful atmosphere and centuries-old traditions. A monk smiled and pointed out paintings telling stories from Buddha's life. A simple, powerful connection. The sacred Bodhi tree here is a living link to history. We left a small donation of $1 to support the temple. For almost nothing, we experienced the spiritual heart of Sri Lanka. Sometimes the richest moments cost the least. Time for a safari. We found a budget-friendly jeep tour at a lesser-known national park for just $15. Within minutes, we spotted our first wild elephant, majestic and free. Soon, we found a whole herd, including playful baby elephants at a waterhole. The park is teeming with wildlife: water buffalo, deer, wild boar, peacocks, and even crocodiles. The highlight? Witnessing the gathering. Over 100 elephants spread across a grassy plain. It felt like a real-life nature documentary. 3 hours of jaw-dropping wildlife for just $15. This proves you don't need a luxury tour for a world-class experience. Our budget is still alive, and we just had the adventure of a lifetime. After all the adventure, we need a place to sleep, without blowing the budget. Found a spotless, family-run guest house for just $8 a night. Big bed, private bathroom, balcony, and a warm welcome from the hosts. For a couple more dollars, we had a homemade Sri Lankan breakfast, string hoppers, dal curry, coconut sambal. It's authentic, comfortable, and feels like home. Staying in local guest houses saves money and gives you a richer experience. $10 for a night's rest and a feast. Ultimate travel hack. Budget travel doesn't mean roughing it. It means traveling smarter. That's a wrap. We survived and thrived on $50 in Sri Lanka. From street food to safaris, we proved you don't need a fortune for an epic adventure. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. If you want more budget travel challenges, hit subscribe and let me know where to go next. Your support makes these adventures possible. See you in the next video. Peace out.